Jace Lejeune from Gridiron Football here at 3rd Annual Gridiron Football Media Day right here at our office in Denham Springs. And appreciate G.R. Griffin, a proud supporter of our Gridiron Football Media Day, sponsoring us today. Here with Coach Cole Holden from Central Private. Coach Holden, just tell me a little bit about last season in Central Private, the 2024 version, before we get to 2025.
Well, we took some huge strides in our program last year. From a win-loss standpoint, we improved. Wasn't where we wanted to be, but we went 5-5, which was an improvement. Within the program, it was my second year, so it was more consistent as far as the expectation in the locker room. The leadership improved. How we practice, the standard, or Central Private standard, and it's improved every year since.
Absolutely, Coach. And let's talk about 2025. I know the next step forward, the next step in the direction. So talk about what kind of team we should be looking at this year.
This is the most athletic team we've had. We have 8 seniors. We have several 3- to 4-year starters that'll be on the field for us, and you can't substitute for experience. I'll take experience over talent any day, guys that's been on the field before. We really have high hopes for this team, but we don't want to put the cart in front of the horse. Right now, we want to focus on improving and finishing this summer out.
Absolutely, Coach. I know you brought a couple guys with you to our media day today. Tell me about these 4 guys and why you decided to bring them today.
Well, I brought all 4 because I couldn't leave any of these 4 out. They've been tremendous to our program. They've been staples of our program. All 4 of them have started for at least 3 years for us. So their leadership is unmatched, and we're just real excited to see what kind of year they have this year.
Absolutely, Coach. Let's talk about the offensive side of the football. Give me an offensive preview on this upcoming year.
Well, we base out of the wing tee, and that's what we do. This will be our 3rd year in the system. Like I said before, it's the most athletic team I've had, so we'll have a little more speed than we've had before. But, our goal on Friday night is to possess the football. Any game that's played with a clock, I believe whoever possesses the ball controls the game, and that's really our mindset on that side of the ball.
And defensively, what we should look at?
We base out of a 3-man front. We've got some depth on the D line. Like I said, best secondary we've had. We're young at linebacker. We've got to have some guys grow up at linebacker.
Okay, definitely, Coach. And I know you mentioned these guys. Talk about some of the guys we should look at, the players that you expect to have great seasons this year.
Lakin Laudermilk's one. Lakin rushed for 1,200 yards for us last year, so I look for him to have a great senior year. Seth Hatfield, look for him to have a great year. He had some big catches for us, as well as played great at corner for us last year. Huxley's probably the rock of our offensive line. He does a great job. He knows what everybody's supposed to do up there. And having Briggs back, he's the captain really in the secondary. He gets everybody lined up, makes all the calls, and he's also returning as our kicker.
Yeah, definitely guys to have. I know especially these guys play multiple positions, play both sides of football for y'all too. And talk about the upcoming schedule for y'all this upcoming year.
Well, it's a very competitive schedule, and if you go down through the scores we had last year with several of these teams, I mean, we had some tight games. We opened up with North Iberville. Yeah. Last year, it was a wild game.
Bowl.
It was nasty. We were down 28-0 at halftime. Come back and made it 28-20 in the 3rd quarter. I mean, it was just a wild game. Coach Gass does a great job, so we expect that to be another great game. Ascension Christian has turned into a rivalry game for us. Gaydon's always going to be competitive. Centerville Academy is an old MAIS opponent. But it's very, very competitive, and then we play them probably one of the toughest 1A districts in the state.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I put that right up there with anything. No matter what class, it's really tough. Coach, talk about basically the coaching staff, right? Because you're really only as good as the rest of your coaching, coaching staff.
That's right. Coach Corville is our defensive coordinator, Coach Brennan Corville. He's been at Central Private longer than I have. He's what I joke with him all the time, call him our Central Private historian, because he graduated from there and he's been there 6 or 7 years, does a great job for us. We have added Coach John Kennedy to our staff as our O-line, D-line coach. He brings 30 years of experience with us. Coach Randy Sandifer will be our head middle school coach. We have Coach Ben Cobb, coaching our secondary, he's a graduate. He's an alum, and anytime you can get those alum on board, I mean, it's huge because they really care. But we have a great staff. Those guys are loyal. They work hard and do anything we ask them to do.
Absolutely, Coach. And just give a shout out to Central Private fans. I know y'all made the transition to LHSA just a couple years ago, and I know there's a lot of excitement around the program. So just give a shout out to the fans and why they should be excited about the year.
Well, I think the fans are going to be real pleased with the product, with how we play the game, with how we carry ourselves, and the improvement we've made every year. And we're not just here to play. We're here to compete. We're here to compete for championships, and I think it's going to be an exciting year for us.
Absolutely, Coach. Coach, best of luck, and always great catching up with you for sure.
Thanks,
and here's your magazine as well. I know we gave it to you already, but we're also looking forward for the next magazine having in-depth coverage of Central Private for the upcoming season. So for all your Central Private fans, if you want your football fix before football season, make sure to order your next magazine copy right before football season. You can order a copy at gridironfootballusa.com. Can't wait to see what 2025 version of Central Private has to offer for us this upcoming fall.